Hello and welcome to this week's mini session, which is all about self-knowledge. Now, warning, I'm going to say the word self a lot. Now, let me start by quoting, I think it's Aristotle, that self-knowledge is the beginning of wisdom. Now, this forms the basis of my 28-day Mindbody Retreat, which is focused on developing self-awareness and self-care. And here's why. When we know ourselves, we have self-knowledge. When we are self-aware, here come all the selves, then we have self-understanding. And when we have self-understanding, we can self-regulate / self-support in turbulent times. And that's the majority of where our problems and pains are. That's why I do what I do for work, is to help people learn how to better support and soothe themselves through turbulent times, through turbulent emotional states. No one needs help how to move through happy states, joyful states, elation, comfort, pleasure. No one needs help with that. That's easy. So all of what I do is directed at helping people develop self-knowledge, self-awareness, self-understanding, which cultivates the practices of self-support and self-soothe, which, by the way, most importantly, includes asking for help. Supporting yourself is not something you need to do 100% all by yourself. I generally work with the 80-20 rule. 80% of my problems and pains are for me to support and soothe. And then the other sort of 10 to 20%, I make sure that the people in my inner sanctum understand how they can support and soothe me. A top up, as I like to call it. Top me up. But the level of satisfaction and security that I have in my daily life comes from self-knowledge, that I know my values and visions, I know what matters to me, I know what my triggers are, I know how to support and soothe myself through those emotionally triggering moments. And self-trust, huge in this topic of self-knowledge. Self-knowledge is self-trust. I can honestly say that there's no situation that I will face that I won't know how to manage, that I won't know how to move through. I trust myself implicitly to have the resources within me and within the people around me to move through the most difficult and distressing, complex problems and issues and events of loss and grief and pain. So self-knowledge is critical for all of that. For you to know what matters to you, for you to know how to support yourself, for you to know your triggers, for you to know how you want to live daily life, and for you to trust yourself that you matter enough to do that, and for you to continue on that path to doing that. And I think within all of that, what I have come to know of myself is the more focus and attention I put onto entities outside myself, with self-care as my main priority, so that I can care for entities outside myself, i.e. you, my work, the people in my private sessions, my family, my friends, my community. That's where satisfaction comes from. That's where fulfillment comes from, contribution and caring. So I leave you with that. Self-knowledge is our mini session for today, with all those self-words, self-understanding, self-awareness, self-support, self-care, self-regulation, and that always includes asking for help or getting support from outside yourself. But the beauty of self-knowledge is that you know exactly what support you need from the outside world. Have a lovely day ahead. See you next time.